We're at the Toyota booth, and as you can hear, the soundtrack for Toyota is Motorsports. It's quite light on the background. It kind of gives you a hint what they're all about this year. And this is what everybody's been kind of waiting for. It's the GR-MN version of the GR Yaris. It's only 500 limited edition model. It's going to be on sale only in Japan, and you can spec either a circuit package or a rally package, which we have with the red car. There's only 50 being made in this flat silver, and the first day of Tokyo Auto Salon, basically they open the books. You can kind of sign up for it, and then they're going to do a lottery, and if you win, you get an allotment and you can buy the car. So I think there's going to be a big rush for people, collectors that want these kind of little special limited edition cars. But the coolest thing here is probably the GT3 concept. Nobody really knows what it's all about. It could be a potential future GT3 race package that Toyota will offer to race teams or privateers. One thing is for certain though, it looks amazing. Proportions are really spot on. It kind of reminds me of an AMG GT, but it's very futuristic, and I don't know, I mean, I give props to Toyota for pushing with the whole sports car theme. They have the GR86, the GR Yaris. They continue to kind of cater to the enthusiasts, and it's awesome to see that it, even this year it keeps going. Yeah, what makes this car pretty special is, well, aside from the fact that it has a pretty badass Speed Hunter sticker on there, this is a pretty well-known time attack car in Japan, M's Machine Works. They've pretty much transformed a Cayman by dropping a GT3 engine in there, 3.8, about 450 horsepower, completely stripped out, built for the track. And they kind of developed this aero over the years, which really makes the Cayman look like a proper GT3 version would. And this is before the GT4 version came along from Porsche. Yeah, one new upgrade they've done for this year is they've moved to a Bosch Motorsport ABS system, and that gives far more control, more accuracy on track when you're hard on the brakes, when you have that kind of level of grip with track-focused tires. So I guess we can expect even better times from this car. And what they've done this year is present the street version of their body kit for the Cayman, and that moves over to the Boxster over here. 2 generations. And this is a great way to kind of transform and enter the Porsche world in a slightly more affordable way, but you still get the looks. Okay, so this is Trial Motorsports Racing, and this is where Daigo Saito, I mean, he's built a lot of cars this year for Auto Salon, including the GR86 that we saw at the Yokohama booth, but I think this is especially cool. So it's a Hakosuka with a NASCAR V8. I think it's rated at about 900 horsepower NA, and he's gone for the full wide body look. It's probably got the widest fender flares I've ever seen on a Hakosuka. It runs Yokohama slicks, and I mean, it's probably just a promotional car, but I think like you, I want to see this thing drift and burn rubber, and it's a super clean install. I mean, it went to the effort of shaving the engine bay and spray painting it with like a metallic silver, and then that gigantic V8 in there. And if you take a look in the interior, not that you can see much here, it's standing on kind of an inclined platform, but there's a big hydraulic side brake, so it's pretty much drift spec, I guess. We'll see what they're going to do with it. Side exit exhaust, and then a nice fueling system in the trunk, and you can actually see the suspension layout. I mean, it's again Daigo Saito going full on crazy with his usual typical builds. So this is what people like about Japan, these Japan only cars like the Toyota Century. This is a new gen version. You can see it's very clean design, very modern. But what Team R here, same guys that got Daigo Saito to build a crazy Hako, they've turned this particular car into a drift car. It leans so much. Okay, so if you have a little bit of spare cash lying around, maybe it's good, been a good year. We got a nice SF90 here on wheels. Nice aftermarket TWS wheels. Or maybe you're after something a bit more family friendly. We have a Monza SP2 there. Very useful car. Perfect for like cold winter days. And I'm just joking. I mean, I love Ferrari. They do really cool things, and being Italian, I think I have the right to kind of poke a bit of fun at them. I really want to see them do really good stuff, so you'll be seeing a lot of that from me. I mean, these are amazing cars, but yeah, it's just wheels, so let's go check out some cooler stuff. All right, don't film me now. I'm just gonna have a little look at the Bentley here. I kind of secretly like these things. Okay, this is probably one of the biggest surprises here at Tokyo Auto Salon this year, the STI Era concept. Usually from STI you expect, Imprezas or, rally kind of focus cars, or maybe SUVs. They have the new EV SUV over there. But this is made in collaboration with Yamaha. It's a fully EV, racer concept. It's pretty much built to challenge the Nürburgring lap record. It's got 1,073 horsepower, and with that kind of credentials, it will probably do it. And behind the project is also Monster Tajima. So this is going to be one really cool car to follow this year. At the Tokyo Auto Salon, there's a ton of cars like these. You get to see all the race cars from all the Japanese series, and it's filled up with like exotics and expensive stuff and a bit of everything. But what you'll be seeing a lot from me and this channel is the special picks, the really custom kind of executions, and this is really something quite cool. This is a Toyota IQ. It's been done by I forget the university now, but there's a lot of engineering schools in Japan, universities that kind of promote this kind of like forward thinking when it comes to like creating cars and building cars. And what they've done here is they've taken a little Toyota IQ, which is kind of like the Japanese version of a smart car, two-seater, front engine, front-wheel drive. They got rid of the engine in the front and dropped a Kawasaki Ninja 1.4 liter bike engine in the back. And the way they laid out the transmission is using GR Yaris subframe and rear layout. So it's effectively a sequential. It probably has 200 plus horsepower, and it must sound incredible. So what's in the front now is actually the fuel system. So there's like a fuel cell, a racing fuel cell there. And what they've done here, at least in the exterior, is kind of given it a GR Yaris conversion. So it has GR Yaris lights, front bumper, and the name of the car is a Yaris Junior, so you can kind of get the theme that they went for. You should put, I don't know, motorcycle calipers or something.
Yes, about crutch, bike mission, clutch lever.
Oh, it's a lever. Oh, okay.
Yes. Bike clutch lever.
On the steering wheel? Or?
Yes. Check it out. Okay.
Thank you.
MT 化にしてシーケンシャル。
Where's clutch?
This.
Ah, so you convert it to pedal.
Yes,
Ah, okay.
Do you know sequential mission?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bike mission.
Bike mission. So first,
yes, first.
neutral, second.
Second.
Yeah. Normal engine start.
Yes. But bike engine start. This switch.
Yeah. It's got the little dashboard from the bike. And then they've done the shift lever, which actuates the bike transmission. So first up, then neutral, and then second, third, fourth. 6速でしょ?
Yes.
6 speed. Crazy, absolutely crazy. These are the kind of cars that you want to see at Tokyo Auto Salon, like people thinking outside the box. And I want to drive it. Let me drive it. Okay, there's one car here at the option stand at Tokyo Auto Salon that we can't ignore, and it's the Velside R32 drag car. This back in the day was the first car to break the 0-300 kilometers an hour record under 15 seconds. I think about a 13 second, about 1300 plus horsepower, and of course it's one of Yoko Mako-san's most legendary cars. So it's really cool to see that they brought it out here, and just wanted to share it with you guys. Okay, one car I really wanted to stop by and check out is the Daddy Motorworks E86. So I shot this car earlier last year when Otto-san from Daddy Motorworks was still kind of planning out the swap. It runs a G16 3-cylinder turbo engine from the GR Yaris. And it's been built to be, I mean, originally the idea was for him to kind of build a missile car for drift practice, but I think it's turned out probably way too clean for that. It's an amazing build, just finished like the other day, of course, before the show. And here's the man himself, Otto-san. どうもこんにちは。ちょっと中見ていいですか？ありがとうございます。So it's very much, for drifting, for racing, track only. Very clean. And the best thing of all is that he kept an original Speed Hunter sticker from back in the day, and he put it on this project. And I think that's a perfect way to end this kind of like best picks. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave comments below and let me know what you thought. Thanks.